A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're going to look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed.
He may go.
Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Breaks through the contact.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
There's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them in defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's Murray.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray going to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, Parker, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Vikings at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And in for the Lions touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Riley Moss.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll run on first down. It's Ramsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They work now on 2nd and 9.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back into the backfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
First down, Murray.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Murray now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. A final shot before half for Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use
things that kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monk, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down and 6 now. In motion, the tight end. Second and 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short. Run or pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter. And that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Murray now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry up.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. Shoves him aside. And he works
converts it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here's Murray.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Gomez. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Gets around him. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Murray to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
York now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Down the sideline he goes. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in.